Hey, what's good? YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, and you got another episode of Badges, the Waiver Wire edition. And hey, some of these people I'm not gonna keep going over because I done told you to pick up some of these people already. I done told you to pick up some of these people already that shows up on a waiver wire. But I will say, before we go into the consensus picks, because that's what I do. If you don't know, I usually go over the consensus waiver wire picks that everyone is doing videos on and giving my opinion on. That's my disclaimer. But first, we need to address two pickups that I haven't seen people saying. First, last week, people dropped the Houston Texans defense before the week started because they thought they didn't like the matchup. If the Houston Texans defense is on your waiver wire, go get them. That should be our priority because they got a good playoff schedule. They just proved they go get points against anyone. Number two, another player that I haven't seen people mention, and that's DK, Shamir DK. Shamir DK was dropped in a lot of your leagues. Now, why is the question? Because depending on your league, and I want to go to the Triple FL league to see their scoring, because I know different leagues got different scoring, and we're going to be consistent. Let's see what DK was doing. All right, so DK, this is the reason why DK got dropped, and I was able to go pick him up in some leagues because I was desperate. DK scored in week 7. DK scored 19 points. In week 8, he scored 21. In week 9, he scored 17. You should be asking yourself, why if a player like that on a waiver wire? Well, in week 10, he went on bye. So, you're waiting for him to come off. Then week 11, he played Houston, Texas defense, and people probably was dealing with the bye weeks, and it was thirsty and put him in the starting lineup, and he gave them people 1.4. And people got in their emotions because the Tennessee Titans are trash, so they dropped them. And guess who didn't forget the points he was scoring the week before? Yours truly. I sure did when they pick him up in a few leagues. And he's still sitting on the waiver wire in a lot of leagues because some of my teams too stacked to pick him up. Like that was the leagues, like I 14-man league. I know I threw him right in the starting lineup. But he's still on the waiver wire in a lot of leagues. And after that 1.4 he gave you last week, this week he came and dropped the 28 points. 28 points. Why is people not saying pick him up? I don't understand. I'm confused. The man just dropped 28 points. I ain't hear nobody say go pick him up. Well, you got a problem. You're best to go pick him up. So now that we got that out the way, on the consensus waiver wire pickups, the number one is Devin Neal. I mean, when do you not need a running back? Everybody can use a starting running back. And with the injury of Kamara, who might not be out long, but might be out the whole season. Let's be honest. If you had Kamara last year, the man did not. He pretty much went on IR for your fantasy playoffs. Kamara went on IR for your fantasy playoffs, so he wasn't available. Trash team. Why even come back to it? You know what I'm saying? So Devin Neal, of course, priority pickup. Got to pick him up. It ain't even about. I can go at him as a prospect, but it doesn't even matter. He's a starting running back. And if you need a starting player, even if it's just to play keep away, you pick him up. Next, they're saying add Taysom Hill. I don't know about that one. That's desperate. Desperate times. I got one league that is a start 2 tight end league, Dynasty. Guess who was the one that dropped him earlier this season? Me. I got to go pick him up. That's how desperate it is because it's like start 12. So I got to go back and pick him up. So, but I don't know about that. I don't know what kind of ceiling Taysom Hill will give you. You know what I'm saying? There's another league I playing that gives you point for it gives you a lot of extra points for maybe receptions and completion passes. If they go get Taysom Hill in the mix like that, if he gonna be old Taysom Hill, then I don't mind picking him up in that league. Next, a guy that should already be picked up, Colston Loveland. Why is Colston Loveland not picked up? If he not picked up, you must don't need a tight end. But if you needed a tight end, I wouldn't have picked them up on this past week and played them this past week. I think Gaskin was on bye, so that's why I picked up for Gaston place. But if Loveland's still on waiver wire, you must don't need a tight end. Because I didn't drop people like Pitts already. They're on the waiver wire. So if you need a tight end or even a flex, and you feel like he can help you out flex wise, go for it. Dylan Sampson. Yeah, hey, you seen Dylan Sampson out there balling. If you got space for it, just let's say something happened to Junkins, the Cleveland Browns got a good playoff schedule coming up. So might as well pick them up just in case something happened. Next, I don't know how to pronounce this dude's name. Andrea Slovis. Slovis? I don't know. Wide receiver for the Bengals. He should have already been picked up. He should have been picked up when when Chase was out. Chase was just out for that suspension, and now Higgins will be out for concussion protocol. So he did well while Chase was out, and now you got Higgins out. So, I didn't see people already drop him. Dropped him this morning, dropped him last night. So when he still got a usable week. Next, pick up Mike Gesicki, and that's dealing with usually the correlation between Higgins missing. Usually, whenever Higgins missing, Gesicki have a good game. Only issue with that is Fant is in the mix. So we don't know how that exactly going to go since they got another tight end in the mix. It could be Gesicki, it could be Fant, it could be split. And DFS, I'm going to play some Gesicki. Why not? Next, Brenton Strange. I guess he's coming back. I'm not really a Brenton Strange fan myself, but that'll be y'all decision to make. Raheem Mostert. Somebody mentioned Raheem Mostert, old ass, but I know Genty is dealing with ankle sprain, and with that being the case, if some reason they decide to put Genty on IR, Mostert is the one that's getting the pass catching touches and everything in that backfield. Of course, that other guy involved, I can't think of his name, but he ain't getting no passes. So this is for deep leagues, some deep leagues. And last but not least, as far as players wise, we have Jayden Reed. Jayden Reed, practice window has been exercised, so he should be coming up for IR and be available to play maybe next week. Hey, I can't say that Jayden Hill ever give you the ceiling, but he's gonna be out there. They're gonna throw him out there. And if you believe in Jayden Reed, and if it's a deep league, could be a starter. I usually feel my bench is full of running backs. So unless it's a team that I can use him as a starter, I don't know if I'll pick him up. But for deeper leagues, he definitely, definitely worth the pick up. Shit, I already got him sitting on my bench in deeper leagues. Defensive flex, I say add the Chargers defense, add Tampa Bay. Chargers defense got to and this is the time. Look, you shouldn't be keep streaming defenses. Like you getting close to the playoffs. You should already be hard. Like I got two defenses. Like I try to get two decent defenses. You should have two decent defenses right now sitting on your bench. Like if you already know you're making a playoff, your whole preparation is for the playoffs. Like, it's not to win these little weeks or whatever. It's your preparation is for the playoffs. You should have a defense with a good playoff schedule, like a couple good games out the 3. You know what I'm saying? So Chargers like that, or you could get Tampa Bay. But that's all I got for you guys. Keep on hunting. Peace.